The Fair Work Commission says working from the office can help boost productivity after it rejected an application from an employee at a salary packaging company, Maxxia, to work exclusively from home. Joining me is our business reporter, Edward Boyd. Ed, this has been the first big test of Labor's Secure Jobs, Better Pay laws.
Well, that's it, Laura. So those new laws that came in last year basically allowed an employee to challenge their employer's decision around flexible working arrangements. And that's exactly what's happened here in the case of Maxxia and one of its employees. Basically, Maxxia's work policy, flexible work policy, was you must be in the office at least 40% of the time. The employee wanted to work from home 100% of the time. Maxxia obviously rejected that to the employee, and the employee took it to the Fair Work Commission in early September. And the Fair Work Commission made a ruling on it late last week, where they basically sided with Maxxia and said there are productivity gains basically made from being in the office some of the time. The employee would work with their colleagues in the office more. They were a senior person. Junior employees would look up to that employee for guidance. Also, that employee's productivity had been waning, according to the documents I just read. So the idea is, if you're back in the office, you're being more productive. And it's a bit of a win here for Maxxia and for all the big employers out there that are trying to encourage people to come back into the office. So in Maxxia's case, they have a 40% at the office. You need to be in the office 40% of the time. And that's been backed up by the Fair Work Commission just late last week.
Yeah, I mean, 40% doesn't even seem like a huge demand on their employees. We'll see if this is indeed precedent setting. I know there's a lot of big bosses probably watching this morning liking this Fair Work Commission decision. Let's talk RBA. This week, Governor Michelle Bullock is speaking twice, so we should get some guidance around interest rates, where they're headed, and of course inflation.
Absolutely. Tomorrow, she's part of a panel as part of the ASIC Forum, which is being held in Melbourne. So she's going to be sitting on the panel with a couple of different people there. And then the day later, she's giving a speech in the evening at an economic summit. So we should get a fair bit of guidance here from Michelle Bullock just around the level of inflation in the economy, the recent unemployment numbers, wages. We just saw the wage price index last week spike on record levels not seen in 26 years. So we should get some reaction to all those figures, and her throwing ahead to next month's cash rate decision, which is obviously the last cash rate decision of the year. And right now, there's only a 2% chance that the RBA will lift rates next month, but we will get some retail sales numbers coming out soon and inflation figures for the month of October. And that will really give the RBA a bit more guidance. But we'll hear from Michelle Bullock twice this week. We always like listening to what she has to say.
Yes, we do. Ed, thanks so much.
Thanks, Laura.